All right, test 1 2. Test 1 2. Yeah, rocking and rolling. Let's grab our friends. Bingo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Depends on where you're watching from today. But Dante here, glad to be with you guys. So excited. I was waiting for this day all weekend. I really was. I love getting to hang out with you guys in OFA, help you with your businesses, your marketing, and just be on the front lines with you. Sorry, I'm not looking at you right now. I just have one more quick little thing to do. It's the 19th? Yes. All right, gang. Sorry about that. Now we're rocking. Good to see you guys today. Good to see you all. I'm excited to get into it. Nice, beautiful. Looks like a couple new names. If you're new to the challenge, welcome. My name is Dante Torelli, and I'll be your host and coach as we go through the next 30 days together. I'm unbelievably excited to have you here. The One Funnel Away Challenge is absolutely amazing. It's the starting point for many people's first dollars online and those first dollars that turn into their first 2 Comma Club awards. This is a great challenge from ClickFunnels, and I love being here with you. So if you're new to the challenge, I'd just like to welcome you in. And let me set the kind of guide rules, how these sessions work and how your life over the next 30 days is going to go. So every day as a One Funnel Away VIP, everybody in this room is a VIP. So as a VIP, you have daily coaching every single day, Monday through Friday. And there's going to be a session that starts every day at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right now, it's 11:02 Eastern Standard Time, so depending on where you live in the world, you can get your clocks all set up to know what time it is for you. Every single day, Monday to Friday, starting at 11, we will have a coaching session. And you can come in starting at 11 o'clock and ask me any questions about anything. You might want to look at your ad stats. You might want to look at your funnel stats. You might have a hard time in the editor saying, I don't know how to make my funnel do or look like this. You might have a question about your dream customer. You might be crafting your offer and need a little help with that. You might be a first-time entrepreneur and not know how to work. How do I allocate importance to the tasks that I have on my hands? How do I know what's good to work on and what's not good to work on? There are so many questions you may have. And this 11 to 12 coaching every single day is the place to ask that question. Now, the One Funnel Away Challenge has champions. So we have 2 tracks, as I'm sure you've noticed. We have the e-com track and the expert track. If you're selling physical products, then the e-com track is what you go down. If you're selling digital products, that's the expert track. We have a champion for the e-com track, and that champion is Trey Llewellyn. He is the current and still to this day record holder for the highest grossing, fastest growing funnel in ClickFunnels history. He is an absolute e-commerce mastermind. He knows everything about e-com, and I like to call Trey my shark with a heart. I call Trey my shark with a heart because I've met many people over the years that know everything that there is to know about e-com, have million-dollar e-com empires, and I have never, until meeting Trey Llewellyn, I have never seen anybody pull back the curtain as far as he does. I have never seen anybody share the amounts of information that he does with people who did not pay $10,000, $100,000. It is amazing getting to learn from Trey on the e-com track. Aside from that, we have our expert track. The champion of our expert track is Mr. Russell Brunson himself, the co-founder of ClickFunnels. We all know how amazing Russell is. In case you don't know how amazing Russell is, Russell Brunson's works over the last decade has literally transformed the marketplace that we interact with every single day. I know we're super used to order bumps and upsells now, but when ClickFunnels first started, Russell was pioneering that. He changed the world that we live in every single day. He is the world's greatest marketer, and we get him every single Friday to help with our one-to-many presentations on the expert track. So, to lay it out simply, Monday through Friday, we have coaching every day from 11 to 12. On Tuesdays, from 12 to 1 in this exact same session, this exact same Zoom link. Tuesdays from 12 to 1, Trey Llewellyn hops up, and we have an e-com specific session. Fridays from 12 to 1, same room, Same Zoom link, same everything. So Friday from 12 to 1, Russell Brunson hops up, and we have a live Q&A with Russell Brunson where you can ask him any questions you're having about your expert track, your one-to-many presentation, your slides, your hook, your offer, whatever that may be. It's the same thing every single day for 30 days. So, having said that, now that we're in the session, here's how these sessions actually work. Across the top of the screen, you can see a bunch of hands raised. If you have a question, if you would like to be brought up to ask your question and speak about something, all you have to do is raise your hand. If you don't know how to raise your hand, at the bottom of Zoom, you'll see a little heart. That heart says react. Click the heart that says react, a pop-up shows up, and you'll see a physical button that says raise hand. If you click that physical button, that will raise your hand, and that just lets me know you have a question to ask, something you would like to talk about. Many people are just here to learn, to leverage their questions from their colleagues so that they can grow. And I love that. In OFA, a rising tide raises all ships. We can learn just as much from our colleagues as we can from the content. So if you're here to just observe, learn, be a part of it, and grow, that's amazing. You can just hang out as you are. If you're here to ask a question, or if you have a question come up at any time in the session, feel free to just raise your hand. That lets me know you want me to bring you up, and I go through the hands and bring you up and let you ask your questions. Having said that, I think we got through all the housekeeping. If anybody has any questions that I might not have already addressed, please feel free to put those in the chat. I do a decent job keeping up with that as we go, but I think we're pretty much there. So let's get right into it. I think I see two names that I'm not super familiar with. So we're going to start with John. After that, I'm going to hop over to Julia, and then we'll go through the names. Mark, Adrian, Dreamin. But John, you are going to be first, my friend. Great to see you. How can I help today?
Hey, how are you doing, Dante? And Happy New Year to you.
Good. Happy New Year to you. John is not new. I know that voice from anywhere. Good to see you again, my man.
Thank you very much.
What are you doing? New year, new you? You losing weight or something? You look good.
That being one, and I am actually calling in from Tulum, Mexico at this point. I'm spending a week with my wife just to get ready for this new year. First off, I want to thank you for everything last year. My funnel actually made sales just before Christmas. And for those of you who don't know, I am in the e-commerce space, and we've had a bit of a struggle to get along, which brought me now to my next struggle. And like any other business, growing business, you go through these growing pains. So the moment my sales went through, I went to Zendrop, and they said that they are out of stock again. Second time in a row. So I had to refund all the clients that bought. My question, and I have a quick one today. The warehouses that Trey speaks about, that he uses.
Yep.
Would you please, I don't know why, but I don't have that URL. Would you please post that URL in the chat room so I can start looking at that and then reactivate my funnel as we can go along here?
Yes. It is in the chat right now. ShipStation.
There we go.
So this is amazing, John. Congratulations. Great work. We do all this work to validate our product, right? And
yes,
we love leveraging Zendrops and drop shipping. Like, we love leveraging them in the beginning stages when we're just trying to see, does the market want the product? Can I sell this product, right? Then, for this exact reason, we want to take control of the product ourselves. We want to get out of Zendrops. We want to stop drop shipping. So, Trey Llewellyn always recommends that you get a shipping container. Order a shipping container from whoever is selling the product. You found the product on Zendrop, but there's a manufacturer. That manufacturer is probably in China. So, what we do is we ship over a shipping container. You can air it over as well, but airing it over is always more expensive. We ship over a shipping container, and then you're going to put that in ShipStation. ShipStation is called a 3PL, third-party logistics, and ShipStation has the warehouses. So you'll have a warehouse on the West Coast, Central America, East Coast. You'll have products in warehouses all across the country or whatever country that you're working in. But you use ShipStation, you send the product to them, they warehouse and store, and as products and sales are coming in, that goes right to ShipStation. They ship, they fulfill, they do the whole thing.
Okay. And so, because I found the suppliers via Alibaba.
Yeah.
So I'm just busy trying to figure out how those two will connect. So I'm going to spend this week just reading up and doing some research on ShipStation, and then I will go from there. So again, Dante, thank you so much. I'm not going to keep you much longer. There's other people here that wants to ask a ton of questions. I'll be in touch.
Sounds great, John. Good work, man.
Thank you very much, buddy. Have a good one.
Absolutely. You too. So good. Okay, let's hop over to Julia. Great to see you, Julia. Is this the first time we're speaking?
You are speaking to me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So that's Julika. It's with a K before the A.
Oh, sorry. Julika, my screens are all the way across. Sometimes I'll
No
do that.
worries, no worries.
Great to meet you, Julika. This is the first time we're speaking, right?
Yes, it is. So
Awesome.
this is my very first day in the OFA, and I'm based in Germany.
Cool.
I have two questions.
Sure.
One is for the schedule. So if I understood you right, we have the 12, like on Tuesdays and Fridays, it's 12 and not 11, or is it additional?
Such a good question. It's the same room. It's the same exact Zoom link. So like on a Tuesday, this Zoom room will open up at 11. From 11 to 12, I'll do general coaching. Ask me
Okay.
anything. Then in this same exact Zoom room, from 12 to 1, Trey hops in and we just switch over to ecom only.
Additional. It's not, yeah, it's additional. Yeah.
Great. Yes,
Okay.
same thing. Tuesdays and Fridays, same thing.
Okay, great. And the second thing, it's maybe not so sexy, but you know, like in Europe, we have this GDPR thing going
Yeah.
on. You are aware of that.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if I really can use ClickFunnels here, like in a secure way. Yeah, what can we do about that?
Great question. You absolutely can.
That's good news because you are the most aesthetic tool on the market.
We love to hear that.
I checked all the European ones and they are horrible.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So, for GDPR, correct me if I'm wrong, your biggest concern is like a double opt-in. Is that right? Where somebody opts in and then they have to verify? Or are you most concerned with deleting contacts?
So I'm not an expert in this field. I'm most concerned with getting under the rails of European jurisdiction.
Okay.
Not super aware of what that means. I think it has to do with where the data lies, and
Yes.
that we need to have a contract between ClickFunnels and me in this case, so we are safe that you are not doing whatever with the data, something like that. But I'm really not super aware of what's going on.
Cool. Great questions, Julika. So you do have a contract between you and ClickFunnels. You have a ClickFunnels account. That means you're a subscriber to ClickFunnels. And ClickFunnels follows all GDPR requirements.
You do.
We do, 100%. We have many sellers in Europe and across the entire globe. Anybody in the world can use ClickFunnels without facing litigation from their countries. The big thing with GDPR, a double opt-in, where if somebody opts in, they also have to opt in to receive notifications from you. We can set up double opt-ins in ClickFunnels, no problem. It also comes down to, like you were saying, database, storage, contacts, what information is shared, and also when somebody unsubscribes from your list or your business, that we fully unsubscribe them following your laws. We do all of that, no worries.
Okay, so from what you know, the double opt-in is the most problematic part or the most crucial part in this whole thing, or
I
what
would
is your
say
experience?
No, database storage is probably the most important part of this, but you get our database storage, so you're totally fine. It gets really tricky if you were like to build your own system to do your own thing or build your own software or just doing something out of the back of your car, right? That's where GDPR is going to get really sticky in Europe. But when you're using ClickFunnels, we built it in a way that it is completely GDPR compliant.
Okay, so I do not need to take any more measures than just using ClickFunnels the way any other user would do.
Realistically, you probably will need a double opt-in. I'm not, to be honest, I'm not the most up to date with GDPR and like what they've done in Europe because I don't have to be. AI would be super easy. That'll find all the things that you actually need. So I don't even know that double opt-in is still required. But as of a couple months ago, it was. And that's just like if somebody opts into a lead magnet of yours, you send them an email that they're basically confirming their email and confirming that they want to receive information from you. Just like you probably have to do every day when you use companies in Europe. But yeah, again, all that's very easily set up in ClickFunnels.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you
Nice.
so much.
Awesome. No more questions today?
No, not for today.
Cool. I just want to share with you how I like people to go through the challenge. I just like, honestly, I like for everybody to just go day by day, exactly as Russell made it. You know, over these 30 days, we're going to teach you a tremendous amount. For years, people go through OFA and they'll say, I learned more about marketing than I did in my marketing degree in college. We're going to give you everything, a lot of information. If you want to go more than one a day, feel free, right? You learn at your own pace, you do and you implement at your own pace, but don't do less. As soon as people start doing less, Julika, as soon as people like we'll start OFA and we'll say, I'm gonna do one every single day for 30 days and I'm gonna stick with it. And then after 8 days, they start letting themselves slide. And I'm not gonna do this one today. I have a really busy day and I have to do all this other stuff. I'll just do it tomorrow. And you know the game. As soon as we do that, we tomorrow everything. And then after the 30 days, we didn't learn all the info. And I just so dearly want everybody to learn all the info because you know, once you do that, you're literally a marketer. Then it just comes down to practicing and implementing.
Yeah, so I watched already, I think until day 6 or so, the Russell videos.
Nice.
I was a little hesitant about the technical videos because I was not sure if it really applies to me. But now I can, so I will hop on it.
That sounds amazing. What's your business?
So I have two lives actually. In my first life, and this is not for ClickFunnels, I'm a communications and marketing expert. I do positioning and strategy for coaches and consultants.
Nice.
But that is more a LinkedIn game, and that's completely different. High ticket, LinkedIn, very different.
Oh, so high ticket, like one-on-one calls and the whole thing. Gotcha.
Yep, the whole thing, exactly. And in my second life, I'm an epigenetics coach, like a health coach,
Cool.
a very specialized health coach, and I specialized on some form of autoimmune gut disease.
Mm.
And I did some one-on-one with that too, but my dream is really to do like mini courses and one for the accessibility for people, but two also because one-on-one in the long term it's really draining.
Yep.
So if I can, I would love to build this mini course empire around autoimmune diseases in Germany.
That's amazing. I love that. I have some really cool ideas that I'll love to share with you as we go on. Do you have your offer, like your first offer, your first mini course? Do you have an idea what you want to do for that yet?
Yeah, so um, I went by the keyword search because at first I thought I will go via Google Ads. So I did some, and because I'm coming from the marketing side, I had all these tools, and many people are searching for causes why they get this disease and for
Mm.
symptoms. And so I thought that I want to make a lead magnet around the symptoms and like why all this happens and blah, blah, blah. And because like the conventional medicine has no answers to that, I can really help with the epigenetics part. So this is like the new fancy stuff around autoimmune diseases. And this is for the lead magnet. And then like my first little offer, I thought it would be like a 27 euro offer. And this should be like factors that you have in your own hands, like what can you really do yourself in order to improve. And then like we were getting to a 49 offer, and then an order bump for 9 euros, and then ultimately a 149 euro course. That is then the implementation course where I tell them everything about sleep and nutrition and like everything.
Okay. So good. I love this. Statues are erected for contrarians. And that's
Say
been
again, what is that?
Statues are erected for contrarians, not
What is
people
it?
that go with the grain, not people that go
Ah,
with the flow,
mhm,
the people that throw stones at the grain, the contrarians. And
mhm.
you have that contrarian viewpoint of medicine and health, which is just pumping right now. Ever since COVID across the globe, trust has never been lower in the medical institution. So, amazing opportunity here. I really love that. Something cool you can do in ClickFunnels. I'll be happy to work with you on this as we go forward. I just want you to know about it. We can make a course that has free and paid access. So, like you said, you want to give away your lead magnet, which is the symptoms or the causes of the thing. You could make that module 1 in your course. People opt in totally free, and that gets them into module 1, but they only get module 1. Now, you have a great opportunity to deliver and fulfill on your promises. You also have a great opportunity to build the know, like, and trust in yourself before ever asking anything of anybody. And you don't even have to ask in this manner, because when you go in, they go and they can see module 1 and they can click it and they can access and they can view. But modules 2 and 3, they're grayed out. They can see them, but they can't click them. And when they click on them, it takes them to a page where they can automatically upgrade. And I love that system. It's been working forever, Julika. Like 8 years ago when I first came into this world, the game was beef up your Facebook profile, make it all about you and your business and your works and what you do. Then in your about, you're going to have click here for my free course on autoimmune disease. So now that you have just the Facebook profile, you're going to the places and spaces that your customer congregates. You're going to the Facebook groups, the Reddit communities, the Discord channels, right? Wherever your customer is, that's where you go. And you would just go and answer questions. People would have a question, you would give an expert answer and ask nothing in return. What happens when you deliver for somebody? They want to go view and learn about you. So they click on your profile and they see right there, get my free course on autoimmune disease. They go and opt in. $1 million businesses every day were built upon that strategy. And really, nothing's changed. It's the exact same thing. So I say all that to say, I absolutely love the idea here. I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm excited to work with you on it.
Thank you so much. And perhaps now one more question.
Please.
You mentioned that you have ClickFunnels users, obviously in Germany, right?
Oh, yeah.
So there is no thing with the VAT, right? You can adapt to the German VAT and all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Awesome. Great to meet you, Julika.
Same. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, let's hop over to Mark. Good to see you, Mark.
What's happening, Dante? You doing all right today?
What's cracking, man? I'm great. How about yourself?
Loving the jacket, man. You look like you're hopping right out of a fighter jet.
Thanks. I tried to dress up a little today because I didn't sleep last night.
Oh,
I said, hey, if I dress up, maybe nobody will notice.
I've got a million questions, but I'm gonna limit it to kind of jumping off from our last conversation. We talked a little bit about starting up a squeeze page.
Mm,
Do you recall?
I don't.
With that, one of the things that one of the rabbit holes I went down over the weekend was putting together a course in ClickFunnels. I already have an online course, but I was just basically adding it into the platform, right? And
Yep.
I chatted a little bit with some folks over at your tech support, and they weren't quite able to help me out with some of the issues that I was running into. And basically, what it was I can't figure out how to get quiz questions into the course. Do you have any insights, or is that kind of beyond your scope?
No. I have insights. What do you use for your quiz platform?
Well, I don't. I thought it was something I could set up within ClickFunnels. I guess not. And maybe the answer is not using courses within ClickFunnels. I have it. It's actually housed on Thinkific, and it works fine out there. Perhaps again, just kind of listening to Julika talk and you guys talk, showing all of showing the full course, but graying out the unaccessible piece. That's brilliant. I mean, I love that idea, but I don't think I can do that on Thinkific. I don't. I mean, again, what is the advice that you have for me in terms of getting my course online and having that as an SLO on my squeeze page?
Yes, I think that's a fantastic idea. You should use ClickFunnels courses and a third-party survey or quiz.
Okay.
So in Thinkific, when you make a quiz or a survey, do they give you an embed for that?
I haven't even checked.
I would check that first, Mark.
Okay. I tell you what, I'm not the most tech savvy out there. Are you able to, if I put it up on my screen, would you be able to help get me in the right direction?
Probably. Let's go see.
All right, let me pull up my account real quick. There it is. Share. Let's see. Where is the share button? All of a sudden, I'm not seeing the share button.
Okay, they don't.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Thinkific does not let you get an embed code for that quiz. So
Okay.
what you could do, I would probably just tell you make a jot form. Have you ever heard of jot form?
I have. Well, let me, and before we go down that
Sure.
road, if you don't mind, let me ask one other question,
Uh-huh.
because I've got everything connected on Shopify to where they can access that course, and I've got all the products and all of that's already set up, right?
Yep.
Would we be able to set up my SLO in such a way that it goes through Shopify?
You mean somebody buys here and I give them access in Shopify?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be a Zap. You would use Zapier for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Remember, Zapier is a bridge that connects two islands.
I'm familiar.
Good.
I was just hoping to kind of keep everything in one place, right? But okay. So going back down, so you're suggesting a jot form?
Or any kind of quiz. There's tons of other quiz softwares and platforms out there. You just want your quiz to be embeddable. Like when you make your quiz, you need to be able to take an embed code and bring that quiz from wherever you made it and just embed it in ClickFunnels. And then you could embed it right inside of your course. Super, super easy. Let me just see if I can hop into one really quick. Okay. Yeah, bingo, I'm in. Okay, I'm going to share my screen really quick. Okay, great. So here we are. I'm just inside of a course lesson, and it's so easy. When you have an embed like this, it is just so easy to do. So you go add an element, type in JS. Here's my HTML button right here. I can just click on this, open my code, and you put your embed code right there. And then wherever, remember, when it comes to the Java element, wherever I put this element is where my quiz would display. So if I wanted my quiz right up top, I just put this quiz element right, or this HTML right here. If I want it below the video, I just put it right there.
Gotcha.
That is personally what I would have you do. We're doing a total overhaul on surveys, and they're going to be fantastic in the future. But right now, I would just use a different one, Mark.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, courses, definitely ClickFunnels is the way to go for the courses. Like actually housing the content, 1,000,000%.
Okay. Just that. So I'm assuming you guys are working towards having that quiz capability, right?
Yes, we have it. It's just a little bit cumbersome of an experience right now, to be completely honest.
Okay.
You would be able to just make a quiz faster and design it how you want it to be designed using like a Jotform or any of the other platforms.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. What other questions, Mark?
Well, you know, I'm struggling a little bit to get the traction that I need on my webinars. So I think you were the one that I think you suggested putting several ads out there, and I think you also mentioned don't put an end date on my budget.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I actually stopped one campaign, but then I took some of the funds there. I'm working on a $15 a day budget.
Mm-hmm.
I removed the end date, and then I also created 4 different ads to run within that campaign.
Cool.
Okay. So I guess where do I go? I mean, what do I need to do to diagnose where I'm running into some issues here? I know the ads is kind of the starting point, right? So what do I need? What's going on?
Yes. This is just, where does the water stop? Imagine a staircase, right?
Yeah.
And you have a broken pipe and the water's coming down the staircase. Where is the water stopping? So we first look at the ad.
Yeah.
And it's just, is my ad getting the conversions that I need? And we're looking for like a 10% conversion, right?
Yeah, well, I'm at 0, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
There it is.
So
and there it is. So we need to address the ad. We need to get the ad rocking and rolling so it's converting at 10%, and then that sends the traffic to the funnel. Then we look at funnel conversions and see where that, funnel's converting great. Okay, then we go to our offer, our actual sales. Oh, sales aren't doing great. Ads looking nice, funnels looking nice, sales are not there. Great, let's tweak the offer. Let's look at Zoom chat. Let's see what people didn't like and did like. Just constant tweaking, iteration from there. If you want, we can go take a look at your ad.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing the share button. Is it not available at the moment?
It should be. Pull your Zoom meeting up, and at the bottom you should see share.
Oh, there. Okay.
Bingo.
I don't know why I was missing it. Let's see here. Where did you go?
Orshi, while he's pulling that up, I'm so sorry. I've forgotten. I've been trying to think of it. There's like three of them that are really simple. I'm just
looking for one I can embed. Thank you so much. But we can think of it later.
Yeah, okay. Jotform will work for you for now then, but I guarantee by tomorrow I'll remember for you 100%. Oh, yes. You want that, Mark.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you want that immediately. I don't just hit that. Do that. I can look at your ads tomorrow. Do that.
Okay.
That's amazing. Yes, do that.
All right.
Do that. Record that call.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So you'll look at them tomorrow.
Yes, they're probably not going to be amazing on like your creative side of like your hook, your video, your copy. They're probably not going to be the best call for that. But
Okay.
they're going to be an amazing call for your technical setup. You tell them, I am a digital creator. I sell courses. I use webinars. They will be able to show you exactly what they want you doing. And when you hear these things from them, we got to do the things that they're saying. They're
Okay.
going to give you the secrets to maximize Facebook, to get that algorithm pumping for yourself. That's amazing you got that call. Gang, if anybody else ever gets that pop-up or opportunity, you take that.
All right. Well, I look forward to speaking to them in 23 minutes, I guess. Then I'll turn it back over to you.
Cool. Amazing.
And if I hop off suddenly, you'll know why.
And I'm going to be stoked to see it. Good stuff, Mark. Let's definitely talk tomorrow after that. We'll look at creatives, we'll look at copy, we'll look at hooks, and we'll make some movement.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Bingo. Great stuff. Okay, Adrian is next. Good to see you, Adrian.
Good morning. How are you doing today,
Good
Dante?
morning. I'm living the dream. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, I have a couple of questions. So the first
Sure.
one is I had attached my workspace to my domain, but for
Okay.
some strange reason, part of I think it's my sales page is connected to the part that has my name in it.
Aha.
When I go to it, I can't see or how I can change it. So can I screen?
Yeah, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
Okay.
So here it is right here. I'm not sure why my subdomain here has my name in it, because I remember before I walked through the steps, like I think probably back in the beginning when I started on how to do this, and this seems to give me a problem with my email workflow, because when I attach the file, my name is in there too, because I was on the phone with tech from where I got the file from, and they were saying that this may be the problem.
Okay. This is a subdomain. We give you this subdomain, and it's not meant for you to launch on. Back in 2008, that would have worked. It's 2026. We give you this just so you have a verified and secure domain to build your funnels on. This way you can preview them and test them. But you're absolutely right. You want your own domain on your funnel, and you want your emails coming from your workflow emails coming from your own business email. We can change our subdomain. You'll see right now that it's grayed out. You cannot change it. If you wanted to change it, you just get with our support team, and they can manually change your subdomain to anything you might want it to be. But we do not need to do that. Honestly, the subdomain is like the least of my concerns. I don't think it's causing any of the issues you're experiencing. We will take a look at that. But once you have your domain in your account, you're rocking and rolling. And I could care less what your subdomain actually says, whether it's your name or whatever else. So let's go take a look really quick. Go to your domains on the left-hand side.
Yeah, because see, this is the one that I connected it to.
Yep. Your status is connected. That looks fantastic. So now let's just go to your funnel, and we're going to add this domain to the funnel. Exit for me in the top left. Great. And then again, top left, we'll go to funnels. And here we go. Polls to profits. Or whatever funnel you want to attach your domain to.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You actually did connect your domain. I can see it.
Yeah, because when I look through my funnel somewhere, it says in my sales page that it's connected to Adrian, because I remember doing this like in the beginning when I first started, connecting it there.
Well, let's go take a look. Go to the top right, your main funnel settings. Good time just to remind you that I call these the main funnel settings because anything you do in these settings applies to every single step inside of your funnel. You added your domain to this funnel, so all of your steps inside of this funnel will be running on this domain. Not two domains in the funnel, it's only one. So everything looks great to me here. Close this down for me, please. And let's go look at your sales page. I see your opt-in, but scroll me down. Let's find that page. Is that it, the order form?
Yes.
Okay, click preview on that page. So just go put your mouse and then preview. Lovely. And here we go. You are pollstoprofits.org. That is your domain on that. Like when somebody comes to this page, that's the URL they're going to see, and it is your proper domain. So what are you experiencing?
What I'm experiencing is inside of my workflow email, I tried to upload the PDF. It has my name in it. And I don't want to put the link inside of my email that has my name along with it. And I did it 2 different ways. One way I kind of like put the one with the link with my name, and then also created a button. So I'm not sure which one I should really use in the email as far as the way I have it.
Okay, so somebody opts in, and then you're sending them emails, and in the email you're trying to send them back to this page to buy. Is that correct?
No, in the email I'm actually sending them the lead magnet.
Okay, the lead magnet, the asset itself, and that asset itself has your name, right?
Yes, the link part of it has my name in it.
I understand now. Okay, that actually is the subdomain, Adrian.
Okay.
Your assets like that so the reason that's happening is you uploaded your asset to ClickFunnels, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes. And when you upload to ClickFunnels, your subdomain is what shows up on that asset. There's 2 options here. Number 1, you can take your lead magnet and just make it into like a Google Doc. And then you just share the Google Doc link with people. When they opt in, they just get a Google Doc, and then it's not stored in ClickFunnels anymore, and they never see anything about your subdomain. They just see the name of the doc that you gave it in Google or Word, whatever you want to use. So that would just be like taking the asset out of ClickFunnels. But for you, I think what you really want is when somebody opts in, you send them the asset. The asset is stored in ClickFunnels, but you want your subdomain to be Polls to Profits. So it looks like it's coming from Polls to Profits. Is that right? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you there, Adrian.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, sorry about that. Cool. Great. Easy fix. Get with our support team, tell them you want to change your subdomain, and then just make it Polls to Profits. Done.
Okay.
Nice. That means any assets now that you send out from your ClickFunnels account will always have your actual name on them.
Okay. All right. So my next question I have is I made some changes to this page here. So I made your suggestion about putting some information about, who is it for here. And then this part I changed because I have links. So that's going to go to a stand store. So I don't think that I really need this part right over here as far as with the credit card information, because this link is going to take them to the stand store and they're going to purchase it there. And I think I'm probably going to do away with this right here with the upsell, because I think it'd just be too much on a page, as far as what they need to do. So how do you feel about that?
I agree. Is the reason you're trying to send people to Stand Store just because you already have everything set up and it's just faster and easier?
No, it's because it's a link that I have that's set up in Stand Store, And it seemed like every time I try to, because originally I'm a programmer, so
Mhm.
I have to in order for me to think about it, I have to kind of like put it in a flow as far as how it's going to flow,
Mhm.
and then try to figure out, the best way possible. And it seemed like every time that I tried to figure out, a way to do it in ClickFunnels, I would get stumped as far as, and it would lead me back to, okay, maybe I should just put a button so they can just click the link, which I really don't want them to go to the stand. So I would like for them to stay in ClickFunnels, but I just can't figure out a way to do that in ClickFunnels.
Yes, because as soon as I saw this, the first thing that hit my mind is the chief goal of a marketer is to remove the steps necessary in the process for customers to get their outcome. We want to make it the least amount of clicks, the fastest path possible to the outcome that our customer desires. So in this, they would be clicking an ad, they'd be opting in, they'd be coming to this page. Then they would have to click another button to take them to another page where they then have to fill out an order form. So we would want to shorten that and remove sending them away. We want everything to happen right here. And we also want to hit them when they're hot.
Okay.
We just got a yes for the opt-in. And the first yes is the hardest yes to get. So we'd want to send opt-in right to order form like you're doing here because they're hot, they're ready to go. We got them in that mood. We want to try and keep that instead of having to send them all over the place. The other thing is you have multiple buttons here. A confused mind always says no, and we have found this time and time and time again with ClickFunnels. As we give people more choices and options, conversions plummet every time. Because the more choices and options means the customer has to know what they want. I know you did a great job putting your description down on the different DBA volumes that you're giving, but that means a customer has to know where they are in the journey and what they actually need to get the results. So you're giving them the choice. And a confused mind always says no. The more choices, typically, the lower the conversions are. So I would love to see you just use the ClickFunnels order form here, and I would love to see you just sell one product personally. But what are you trying to, like, what did you have a hard time with? What weren't you able to get ClickFunnels to do?
Just try to stay within ClickFunnels and not have to go to the stand store because I have an actual link as far as how do I put this link, so that they can actually get the product because I don't get 100% of sales. I get a percentage. I get a so if I kept it in ClickFunnels, and I sold it, then I would have to, in order for them to get access, I would have to buy, have them set up something where I can buy it at 15% from them so that they can get access. Because like that's what's happening with this the one that I have here for the AI. She gave me two options. I can buy it, I can sell it at 100% here at ClickFunnels and then do a 15%, commission buy, which I would sell the customer's name and email address so that they can get access that way. So I was just trying to figure out an easy way for me to do it, with that. But the AI was the only one that I actually got the two-way option, whether it's 100% or, buy 15% from them. But the other ones, it was just basically just a link. And it was just,
Right, you're essentially just an affiliate. You're promoting somebody else's product, so you have to send them to that link where they can buy and you can get monies.
yeah, because I was going to do a cart funnel, but I couldn't find it because the cart funnel talks about, you can do something like this.
Yes. Okay, I gotta say this. Way too many choices. What you are doing here, have you heard of a link in bio funnel?
A little bit, but I don't know fully how it works.
Cool. A link in bio funnel, I have one, and I can show you really quick. If I can find it. Here we go. Yes, got it. Okay. So this is a link in bio funnel. And it's really simple. It's just a place where you, your person, can have all of your resources and assets available for customers. And you probably definitely want this. I'm going to give this to you right when we're done here. Don't worry. But like you're trying to use your funnel, your order form, and have all the options. And I understand why you're doing that. I don't fault you for this. Everybody does this. I did this when I first started. You're trying to be a conscious business owner, and you're trying to capitalize and maximize on the traffic that you have available to yourself. So you try to maximize on it by giving people tons of options. It's the logical human thing to do, but it actually doesn't work. The more options people have, they get confused, they don't know what they fit into, and then they don't take any action, and you make no sales whatsoever. So you would want to make a link in bio funnel like this, and all the things that you have. DBA Volume 1 could be its own button, and it just a sentence on DBA Volume 1 for beginners who want to learn how to set up their LLCs and ditch the poll, right? Simple, simple, simple stuff. This is where, as customers find you and see what you're doing and learn about you, they can come here and they can go get started for free. Or even paid. A lot of people will put their low price point paid products in here. So that's a link in bio, and that's definitely what you would want to run instead of just a page with everything on it. Let me see if I do have this. In case anybody wants it, I'll put it in the chat for you all right now. Nice. Bob, great question. I'll answer that in just a moment. Stick with me. So here, for somebody like yourself too, Adrian, who runs affiliate offers, a link in bio funnel is fantastic. What I really think, as I'm looking at your funnel, customer journey is so important. Somebody just opted into your lead magnet. And if somebody opts into my lead magnet, I have a pretty good idea of who they are and where they're at in the journey. So after they opt into that lead magnet, even if you're an affiliate marketer, even if you're passing traffic to go buy on external links, if somebody opts in for a thing, the next page, I want to offer them one thing, not 5, not 6, one thing. Because people who opt into this lead magnet are in this stage, and this is the one thing that they need. Like, for instance, if somebody opts into your lead magnet, do you think they would benefit from DBA level 3 at all?
Well, I just was thinking, from a cost perspective, they may want to start small, because actually 3 would be 1, 2, and 3 together combined.
And that would not be small, would it?
Okay.
Correct. So you probably want to just offer level 1. You might have another lead magnet that you make, and that's targeting people that are more on a level 3. They're ready for level 3, right? We use our lead magnets to target the right customers, and then we bring in to our carefully curated marketing, where you opted into this lead magnet. That means you're a beginner. So the next thing that I'm offering you is just the next step in your business's value ladder or your journey of life as a customer. Just one offer, one opportunity. That increases conversions tremendously. So for you, you could just put the stand store links in there on your buttons as an affiliate. You could just pass the people over to the traffic. Pass the traffic over to Sandstore, make the sales. But have you thought about making your own training?
Not as of yet. I have not.
Cool. That's what most people do. Most people will start promoting an affiliate offer, and they'll do this to start learning and making monies while they're learning. They're learning about the products. They're also learning about the marketing. Most people, after they get started, they start making their own course, and they literally just model the courses that they're promoting as an affiliate. But then you make your own course. You're right. You can't use the ClickFunnels order form. You're 100% right on that. But it's because you're an affiliate. You promote a product, and there's a specific link that you need to get people to go to buy that product that you do not own. But when you make your own product, you own that product, and then you can sell it out of your ClickFunnels account, and you can use an order form in ClickFunnels, and you no longer have to pass traffic off to another place. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, because actually I do have like a guinea pig that I'm going to use because I went to a party and this person, he had a picture booth. So he found me on social media because I put down that I'm an AI consultant and digital creator. So he wants help with his business. So I feel like the knowledge that I know, I can help him and along the way kind of like try to document that and get paid for it.
Bingo. Absolutely bingo. Record those sessions. Bring your note takers into those sessions. The things that you talk about with that person as you build their success, as you do the things with them day by day, you could take those things and turn them into worksheets and workbooks for customers. Yes, this is the game. We've done it forever, Adrian. Russell said forever. If you want to have success, just go find somebody that you believe in and do the thing for them for free. You will learn a ton as you do it for free. You will actually craft your skill. You'll actually be able to craft your offer. But then the things that you help them do for free, that is what you're turning into your curriculum. I love that. It's worked forever. It will always work forever.
Okay. So for that right now, I can just put ClickFunnels on halt.
I wouldn't. What I would be doing is I would be making different opt-in funnels, different lead magnets for my different customers. Because in trying to speak to everyone, we typically speak to absolutely no one. So I would be coming up with like 3 different lead magnets to reach out to my 3 main customer avatars. I would be bringing them into my world. And I would be delivering great lead magnets. I would be building the know, like, and trust in myself that they have towards me. Then I would be passing them off to the affiliate offers. So I would have lead magnet A that brings people in and then promotes offer A. Lead magnet B brings people in, promotes offer B. And I would have all of that automated. They opt into the funnel. They slide into a workflow. Thank you, sir. They opt into a funnel. They slide into a workflow. That workflow is delivering my nurture email sequence. It's building the know, like, and trust. And then I give them my affiliate offer a couple days later when they're primed and ready to do it. That's what I would do instead of just slinging links everywhere, hoping that it happens.
Okay.
Personally. What do you think from there, Adrian? Feel free.
Yeah, I think that'd be good because I don't know, I'm a techie person and I just finished a seminar last week, which Russell spoke on the 3rd day. And one of the things that drew my interest was an AI agent. So I've this over the past couple of days, I've actually been creating AI agents for people. And I start my training tomorrow on going in depth onto it. So I'm looking at that as well to use too. So it's like, my hands is like all over.
Mm-hmm. As most entrepreneurs are, right? You're at the point where you just see opportunity everywhere, which is amazing. It's the most fun place to be in. So yeah, that would be like a new course, a new product, a new thing that you're doing. That would be new lead magnets, or that would be new offers. And same concept. We're still automating everything with a funnel. We're still making our pages that we can direct our traffic to as you're going and getting your clients, as you're talking to people about these AI agents. I'd be calling them up today, and I'd be saying, hey, I'm really enjoying working with you. This is awesome, and progress is going great. I'm just curious, do you know 3 other people that would benefit from this? And it's really important that you say, do you know 3 other people that would benefit from this? Don't say, do you know anybody that would benefit? You have to put that number on it. Because once you do, people either say, yes, I know 3, or they say, yes, I know 1, or they say, no, I know one. But if you just say, do you know anybody that needs this as well? Most times you get a no from that. So like I would just be calling up the customers that I already have. I would be asking them for 3 more leads of people that need this. And then I would be calling those 3 leads. It's an amazing way to turn 1 customer into 2 every time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because what I did was I just created a demo as far as with an AI agent, and I called in, just asked general questions, that information I pulled off of their website.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, I have one that's a potential, which he's a funeral director, and the other one would be the person I just told you about, which he wants help with trying to grow his business.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much all for me for today. Thank you. I appreciate your time.
You got it, Adrian. Thanks for letting me just kind of spin it out there on you. That was great. All right. Oops, there it is. Nice. Next up is Dreamin'. Great to see you, Dreamin'.
Hi,
Hey, hey.
I'm actually, I need an email automation sequence where email 1 is sent actually immediately after registration,
Okay.
then email 2 after 24 hours, email 3 after 30 minutes. How do I do that? How do I set this up using workflows, ensuring emails are triggered relative to the webinar time, not just static delays?
Based on the webinar time.
Yes,
Great question. Can you share your screen?
yes.
By the way, gang, I know One Comma Club Challenge is starting right now. Please feel free, if you are signed up for the One Comma Club Challenge, feel free to go do the thing. It's 12 o'clock. Russell's probably live right now. You are not going to hurt my feelings at all. And I think I'm going to be joining you guys in there shortly. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But feel free to go join the challenge. You are not going to hurt my feelings at all. All right. Oh, let's actually exit the editor. Oh, one thing I'm seeing here, look at your input fields. This is probably just your text color being white, but I can't see, like if you preview the page for me in the top right, the little eyeball, yes. So you don't have the fields here. It's probably just that your text color is white and the box is white, so you just make your text color black. But we want to make sure that this says first name, last name, so people actually know what input to put in there for you.
Okay.
Nice. Let's go back to your account, and let's exit the editor. Great. Click your green envelopes. Great.
This one?
Yes. Perfect. Let's go in. Yep. Perfect. Great. Okay. So you'll want to have, when somebody opts into your funnel, we add them to the workflow and they go through my steps as I make them. Right now, as soon as they opt in, they immediately get tagged. They immediately get that first email. And now you want a 24-hour delay. Well, the rest of these emails, do you want them to be static?
See, for the first email, it will be sent as soon as they register.
Yes.
But where is the email?
Oh, click your 3 dots to the right. Edit email.
So I can change the contents.
Of course, absolutely.
Okay. This is
Yes. Nice. So you're right. That's the first email, and that gets sent whenever they opt in. 12 in the afternoon, 2 in the morning, doesn't matter. From here, what do you want?
Another email after 24 hours, like a reminder email.
Okay, great.
It's scheduled in 24 hours.
Do you have the emails in Zoom set up?
Yes.
Okay,
Not
great.
in Zoom. It's in my WordPad.
Okay, in Zoom, you can turn on emails, and you don't even have to edit them. Just let Zoom send out the normal emails. People are very used to and accustomed to that. So you'll send out an email from Zoom 1 day before, 3 hours before, and 1 hour before. And those emails are based on the Zoom webinar start time. So everybody, every expert here running webinars should have those 3 emails on. It ensures that everybody always gets access and the timing is always perfect. From here, though, you want to start setting up some of your own delays. So hit that gray plus for me.
And do I need to integrate Zoom with this?
Yes, I would. I definitely would. I definitely would. Where am I? Let me see if I can find this for you. Where is it? Is it here? Oh, come on, brain. We have a whole training in the challenge. Is it here? Oh, come on, brain.
And will it be a generic email or will every person have his first name in the email?
Their first names will be in the email.
Okay.
Is it here? Yeah, got it. Okay. It's mission 18. I'm going to put a link in the chat for you right now. Cool. So you'll be able to click that link whenever. Inside the challenge, we have mission 18. And Ben Moot actually is going to show you how to integrate Zoom and ClickFunnels and how to set it up in your workflow. You will want to integrate so that when somebody opts into your funnel, whoop, it passes them over to Zoom right away. So that's actually a really simple setup. Mission 18, follow Ben on that. Let me get you your delays so we understand this. This is super important. Go scroll up for me, please, on your options to the right. Yes, and we're going to find delay. Right, oops, just below, right there. Yes. Okay, so we can have a relative delay, and that means it is a delay based relatively on when the customer opted in. We can also have certain delays that fire on days of weeks and days of the month. This first one, you said you want it to be 24 hours after they opt in. So we're going to use a relative delay for that. You can go make the duration 24 and then choose hours. Absolutely. Great. You could have also done 1 day. That's the exact same thing also. But go ahead and create that. So now somebody opts in, they get tagged, they get the first email, and they're going to wait right here on the delay step for 24 hours. Then you would add another email step down below. You don't have to add that email step right now. I'm just short on time. But you would add your email step. Then we'd add another delay after that email step. And I think this delay, you want this one now to start sending out at a certain date and time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Let's click delay again. Perfect. Now we're going to use a day of the week delay. Yes.
So first, if it goes after 24 hours and this, if it, let's say I want 9 hours. So I select relative.
Yep.
So whatever it is, I have to think in terms of time of the webinar and put an appropriate delay here. For example, 9 hours. I can change it later.
You could. But I think you're thinking right now of, is somebody just opts in on a Monday?
Yeah.
But what happens if somebody opts in? Let's say your webinar is Thursday at 2 o'clock and somebody opts in Thursday at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, what happens?
They would be going through your time delays. So they opt in Thursday at 12 o'clock. You immediately tag them. You immediately send them the email. And then they would wait 24 hours. So Friday at 12 o'clock, they would get that first email.
No, that should not happen.
Correct. So we need our delays properly from here on out. Click that next delay step. The timing that you have is actually perfect right now. Your first delay should be 24 hours. The rest of your delays, you want them to be based on a day of the week. So click your day of the week for me. Yes. Now hit your start time and the day of the week itself. Yes. So let's say now you want to send out another email that goes out Wednesday at 8 a.m. That's 12:08. You want to make 8 on the left-hand column? Yes. Eight o'clock a.m. Perfect. On what day? Maybe Wednesday or Tuesday. I'm forgetting now in my head, but this is how we do it. We set up our first email on a time delay, and the rest of the emails that come after, put them on a day delay. So the Tuesday email or the Wednesday email, it doesn't matter when they opted in. If they opt in right before the webinar, they're still going to receive the actual emails themselves. It's not based on their opt-in time. It's based on a static day of the week. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great.
So does that mean, let us say webinar is on Saturday and somebody opts in on Monday, he gets an email on Tuesday. But if somebody opts on Friday or somebody opts on Saturday morning and the webinar is at 3 p.m., do they also get the registration email on Sunday then?
You mean the email after the 24-hour delay?
Yes, the registration
Yes.
email. Then they cannot attend the webinar even if it's on the same day.
No, they can. Oh, great question. They can, because you would have the last email in this sequence has a delay before it of Saturday at 2 p.m. or 12 p.m., whatever it is. So, and they would also still be getting the Zoom webinar emails that go out from Zoom as well. Does that make sense?
So they won't get the registration email, but they will get the email which says the webinar is today.
Correct. Correct. Well,
So
when you say registration email, is that the very first email in your sequence?
Yes, the first email.
Oh, they get that as, remember, there's no delays before that email. So as soon as they opt in, they get that registration email, whether it's Tuesday at 2 or Saturday at 1.
Now it makes sense.
Great, great.
That's the registration email, and this they will get after 24 hours or?
Correct. Yes. Then they would have the next email they would get after 24 hours. And all the rest of those emails, those are sending out at certain days and times. So it catches them right back up.
Okay.
Nice. We have a really cool tool in ClickFunnels called Countdown Funnels. And countdown funnels are great because it really helps people. It really helps with sequencing of our webinars and our emails and our timers. You don't have to worry about that right now, Dreamin'. I'll show you countdown funnels later. My most important thing is that we do the first one. I think you probably heard me talk about that a lot last week. So this is a great way for you to start right now. I love the delays. Everything after this 24-hour delay is all going to be static based on a date and a time, and you're perfect.
Okay.
Nice. What other questions do we have today?
When we send a preview or the link to anyone, it's always starts with my workspace. Is it possible to change that?
Of
If
course
I share
it
the
is.
URL.
You mean with your funnel, right? When you send somebody to your funnel? Oh,
yes,
yeah.
when I preview a funnel or share the preview link with anyone, the URL shows the default that ClickFunnels workspace, then domain. But can this be changed to a custom domain or a branded subdomain?
Of course it can. Click that white space to the left, like in your funnel builder. Yeah, right there. That'll just take us right back to our funnel itself. Now I look at the very top, and I can see this is the URL, the domain that you've attached to this funnel. And you're right, it does have your ClickFunnels subdomain. We want that to be your own brand. Let's go to our main funnel settings, top right. We have our domain drop down. Go ahead and hit that for me, please. And is this the one you want to use?
No, this is the website.
Okay.
It should take them to my funnel. And if I put this, then they will not go to the funnel. They will go to the website.
Okay, great. So what you want to do then, Dreamin', is just make another subdomain for this funnel. Maybe if you're not using it, like go.dreamin.com.
Okay,
So
so
you're
we need one more domain.
Yes. And remember, subdomains are free. You're not buying anything. You already own dreamin.com. So making subdomains is completely free. I would do the same thing you did. Go make the go.dreamin.com subdomain. Add that to this funnel. And then what you'll do is you'll come back here and you'll choose that new subdomain. So once you do that, close this down for me, please. Your subdomain for ClickFunnels will not be there anymore. It'll be go.dreamin.com/yourpagepath, which, by the way, I think we can clean up your page path as well. Right now, they see OFA webinar template, but your customers wouldn't want to see that. That feels salesy. That feels business. That feels like Dreamin wants my money, and now I don't want to listen to what she's saying. So you can change the path as well. That's right back in our main funnel settings, top right. And then right here, our funnel path URL. You can make this anything you want. Just remember, page paths, we want to be short and sweet, sexy, and on par with what we're talking about to our customers.
So I have to write the new path here.
Yes, I would. And you don't have to do this right now. You can do it after you bring your domain in and put your domain on the... You don't have to do this right now. I'm just concerned before you launch. Don't run traffic to that. It wouldn't probably be a huge deal, but you probably wouldn't get as good at conversions because that path just feels really salesy.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so we can change it here.
Yep, absolutely.
So I need a subdomain and then change the path and then it's done.
And then you're rocking and rolling 100%.
And my last question is for a brand new Facebook ad account with no prior data, driving traffic to this webinar registration page, what starting daily budget would you recommend? Because I have never done any ads.
Sorry, I just had a text, Trey. You said what do I recommend?
Like if I plan to create a Facebook ad, what should be my starting budget?
Ah, great question. Great question. It's really what you're comfortable with.
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah. Here's what we
Never
should
done
be
it.
doing. Is this a new Facebook account and a new Facebook pixel and is all this
The
new?
account is not new. I am going to use my own Facebook account. Or should I create a new one? I don't know.
Well, no,
that.
if yours, it depends. When you have a Facebook business account and you start running ads, typically you'll see that your ads say that you're in learning mode. And your goal as a business owner is to get out of learning mode as quickly as possible.
Mhm.
So how we get out of learning mode, what Facebook wants to see is 50 conversions over 7 days. So that would be over a week, you got 50 people to register for your webinar. That gives Facebook all they need to know about your customer. That puts you right into the algorithm, and Facebook is now out of learning mode. It knows what it's doing, and it's going to go do the thing for you every single week. So we want to get 50 registrants in the first week if we can. Most people spend $100 to $150 a day when they're starting out to try and get those conversions. You might feel more comfortable starting with $20 a day, though, Dreamin. The two things to know, we have to get Facebook out of learning mode. That gives us huge leverage to be able to use their algorithm. That's really where things start to take off. You
So
also
20 to 50 is optimum.
well, 100 to 150 is optimal.
Okay.
Yes. By the way, Dreamin, if you're like ever go to your Facebook business manager, try and get one of those Facebook calls that we just saw Mark have. Those calls are amazing, and they look at your ads and your goals and objectives, and they'll literally tell you like exactly what to do to get Facebook out of learning mode. It's incredible. It's amazing. So the big thing, get it out of learning mode, and also don't put end dates on your budgets. If you feel more comfortable, like especially on your first one, a lot of people on the first one are not going to go spending $100 a day, right? Because they don't know if their webinar converts. They don't know if their ad is good. There's a lot of unknowns, right? So a lot of times people will start with like a $5 to $50 a day budget, anywhere in there that you feel comfortable with. And they do the first week and they see how it works and they learn and they progress. And then after that first week, they can make more of a data-driven decision because they actually have the data to make a decision on. I would say for you, anywhere in that $5 to $50 is a great place to start. But don't put an end date on your campaign or your spend. That's the big thing. If you put an end date, and let's say you do $20 a day for 5 days, and you put an end date on it, well, Facebook is going to be like, well, that's not reliable, and they're not going to reward you for that. But when you put $20 a day with no end date, that sends Facebook a different signal. They're like, oh man, this person is ready to advertise. This person is actually trying to do the thing, and they work harder for you. I know it's wrong, but it is absolutely how it works.
Okay, thank you so much. That's a great tip.
Cool. Awesome. You got it, Dreaming. Great questions. Do you have any more before I let you go?
I haven't created my courses yet, but I want to structure it into modules where each module contains videos and assignments, just like Russell has.
Yep.
But the first module, when the first module is on, there should be no access to second module. Is there a way to do that?
Yes, we can do that. It's yes, you can lock the modules based on completion. You can absolutely do that. You can also drip out your modules. So you could put your content on a drip schedule. So like day 1, they get module 1, and 4 days later they get module 2, and a week later they get module 3. You either way you can set that up in ClickFunnels.
Okay, it means I already upload them, but the drip is on, so they won't be able to see it.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much.
Correct. You got it, Dreaming. Great questions today. All right, and Orshi's going to be next. Marie, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be out of time for today. I have to leave at 12:30. Hop back in tomorrow, Marie. I'll make sure I get to you first of the day. But Orshi's here. Great to see you, Orshi. How can I help?
Good to see you, Dante. I hope you had a great weekend. I just have some technical questions, and then we'll see if we have time for a little tiny bit of brainstorming.
Cool.
First question, I'm going to show you my workflow. I worked on it in the week. First question, how do I get rid of these ones that I don't even want to use?
Click that.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know. I think I did this before and it just didn't disappear, but we'll see if in the future it does. Anyway, not important. So I set up my workflow in a way that I use the goal step, conditional goal.
Mm-hmm.
And my question is, if they go here on that date that I set, I can show you, will they still get tagged? So even though they enter they opt in, right? And then they jump here, because that's the point that they jump forward.
Yep.
Will they still get the tag?
I believe so.
Because it's the first thing, right, in the workflow. So I just wasn't sure. And the successful email as well. So it's a bit hard because I want them to jump from here to that point.
I am just not remembering. I'm just not remembering. I don't remember if we wait for the first delay for the goal step to fire or if it's as soon as they enter the sequence.
Should I ask the AI later? And it
Yes.
would be.
You're so good.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no worries. I've been puzzling like crazy with these workflows, trying to put the logic together so that I don't have to do this every month. Next question is, what is an execution window?
Ooh, an execution window is fantastic. Our first delays really, well, you might even put it on your first delay. Go to your first delay for me, please. That 1 day delay right there.
Before or after?
No, just click on that delay
Oh,
itself.
it's in there. Okay, okay,
Yep.
okay. Yeah,
Now,
this.
click use execution window. Now you can set an execution window, meaning you can set the dates and times that this delay actually fires. Why we would use this? Let's say somebody opts into your funnel at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, my first email is not going to have a delay. I'm going to hit them when they're hot. If they opted in at 2 in the morning, I'm going to send them an email at 2 in the morning. But if they opted in at 2 in the morning and we don't use an execution window, that means that your emails and your timing, when you say wait 1 day, wait 24 hours, it would just send again at 2 in the morning because it's based on when they opted in. So that first email we send immediately. And the rest of our delays, we can have execution windows where maybe I only want this email to go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Meaning somebody opted into my funnel at 2 o'clock in the morning. They will not actually hit the delay until 8 a.m. when my execution window opens. Does that make sense?
So is this step like they wait on the step before until the execution window is valid?
No, they'll wait right there on the delay step that you're adding this execution window to. So turn off your execution window, please. Great. Now close this down. Great. So somebody gets here to, oops, let me get my tool. Oops. Somebody gets here to this delay step. Again, they opted in at 2 o'clock in the morning, let's say. So if you didn't use an execution window, they would delay for 1 day. This would wait, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 day later, they would meet this, the delay would fire, and they would move down to the next step. If you used an execution window on this step, though, they would still wait here, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, it would not fire. It would not let them pass because they have to wait for the execution window. So it would actually wait until 8 o'clock that morning, and then it would fire them in.
Okay, so I would want to use this at the beginning of my workflow, right? Like right here after the registration. And then
Yes.
it'll fire at regular hours based on
That's
the...
exactly right, Orshi. But our first ones, go to the very top. Yes, this you did perfect. No delays here, no execution windows. Because again, I want to send that email. If it's 2 in the morning, I want to send in that email at 2 in the morning, confirming and affirming.
Yeah, you know, this is magic. I put the little link to buy my ebook here and it's working. It's crazy.
Who would have thought? You make offers and people buy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good work, Orshi.
Yeah. Okay, and this is amazing. This funnel that you know, I'm paying for a Linktree for no reason if we can do the link.
I figured you were. I figured you were. Like, what is the point of Linktree? God forbid I ever go tell people what link in bio funnels really are. I'll destroy the company. Like, what is the point?
So now I can just paste this link. That's the link in my bio, and it'll work the same way.
100%.
Amazing. Okay. Amazing. Thank you. And my last question is not as much related. So I'm working on something new and related to my niche, but it's so basically we have picked a dream customer, but does the dream customer have to be like, especially for English learning, does that have to be the only type of, okay, so let's say my dream customer is somebody who works in corporate who doesn't speak English, knows some English, but doesn't quite know everything and is not confident in communicating. So if this is my dream customer and I'm building something, the something that I'm building has to be only for him, or it because this is such an important thing in Europe, especially that we have to speak English for business reasons and all this, can it be not just this corporate, but like, for example, a random mom who's 45 who works in a car dealership, you know? So I'm just trying to put together my offer stack, and I'm trying to figure out if the dream customer is that important and I can only market to him, or I should think, or is my product also for others?
Such a good question. It can be for both. Your product can be for both, and your funnel. Okay, there's so much to talk about here. There's a couple different ways that we could do things. You could just make 2 funnels, Orshi. You could just make 2 versions of your funnel. Have version A for customer A, version B for customer B. So now I have ad A, and let's say we're talking to corporate leaders. Ad A is only speaking to corporate people who know a little bit of English. And they click on that ad and it takes them to funnel A that says, corporate leaders, beware, right? It speaks to the avatar. It's not a generic funnel. Like, you could make a generic funnel that kind of speaks to everybody, and you could have 2 ads to your avatar pushing them to that funnel, and it works. So it works. But the dream is to implement Dream Customer. The real best way. Ad A talks to corporate leaders, sends them to a funnel that is only speaking to corporate leaders. Ad B is speaking to citizens, takes them to a funnel that is only talking about citizens.
But the product can be the same, right?
Same
because
product.
It's all about, okay.
Same product. I'm just changing the frame in which I'm bringing them into it. Yes.
Okay. Amazing. I've been trying to get my brain around it, if I'm being not so smart in thinking too much about my dream customer and then not, the generic idea of English teaching or English learning.
Yes.
Okay. That's all.
Awesome.
For today.
For today.
Thank you so much.
You got it, Orshi. Always a pleasure. Great work. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, well, perfect timing. All right, Orshi, your check is definitely in the mail. It is 12:30 on the money, and that means a lot of you probably have on your calendar right now prep for 1 Comma Club Challenge. So in case you guys are not a part of the 1 Comma Club Challenge, you can go to onecommaclubchallenge.com. Russell's launching a brand new challenge this week. Right now, he's going to be live doing it in 30 minutes. Gang, if you're an expert and you're interested in doing challenges, please join that. If anything, just to funnel hack, just to be around a 1-week interactive immersive challenge, see what he does, the timing of when he does things, when is he pitching offers, what are the email sequences that are coming through. If you want to implement a challenge, Russell's smashing this one. It will be a great one to funnel hack. So 1 Comma Club is coming up very, very, very soon. I think I have some stuff to do, so I'm going to go head over there and hang out and do that stuff. Hope to see you guys there. We will be live tomorrow, though. Same time, same place, same link, same everything. Looking forward to seeing you guys then.